What is he using? Heroic Moment? What's that buff?
It doesn't do anything. Don't worry about it.
Myrick, check out all these mounts that I got the other day. Oh, I can't mount here. Aw. Man. Are you okay, Pepe?
So this one's pretty much stink and spank and try to kill the ads before they come up next to the boss, right?
Just ranged kill ads, yeah. Melee stay on the boss the whole time. At about 20%, you'll stop killing ads though, and just focus the boss because they'll keep spawning from then on.
Cool.
Right, I'll take Sparky in 3, 2, 1.
Sparky's on the loose. Just don't try patting that sucker. Who's better to sparkler? You made Sparky mad.
Rampage.
Here come the young ones. Look out!
Another rampage.
She's on attack. Get her! Get her! Sparky's litter. They're always hungry. Almost overfilled Sparky.
Alright, stay on the boss. No more ads.
So long, Sparky. You were a good girl. done.
That thing looked kind of cool, actually. My favorite pull.
Someone got crabs.
You're in time for Bulo's weekly booze delivery to Raiders Cove. He'd enslave his own family to keep his shipments on schedule. Love to see the look on his ugly mug when he sees you coming. That scum. Deserves whatever he's about to get.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and taunt. Mass Barrage. Run those into a blue circle if you have aggro.
Blasted Bulo, come in! Why aren't you out delivering? Better get your ugly rearing gear or I'll find you a permanent replacement.
Okay, plan's coming together. Get at the heart of that tab, and I'll do the rest.
Here, just range to kill the lasers. Everyone ignore everything else but Torg. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Laser. Taunt. Battle res, fascism. Kill laser.
Needs a CC break.
Finish torque.
I was shackled 5 times.
That's gnarly.
He had a fire device spawn on me when the fire came up. Too much fire.
Flame on.
Yeah, right?
Ready, check.
Give me like 10 seconds. Alright.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Kill laser.
Take him.
Huh? Move them a little more away from the fire devices.
The CC break.
Fire device. Kill the laser. Now killed everything else.
Is that the Pyro AoE tactical?
Yeah.
Do you have it
Yep.
already?
No, I do not actually.
Nice.
I'll run this. This is your. Here, right.
And by the, I mean the meta.
No, I don't think it's the meta one. I think it's the flame one. The other one. Like that one's for AoE though.
Yeah, it's what I'm. Yeah, I mean, is that the ideal AoE tactical?
Yes.
Cool.
I think that one's for the superheated fuel is for single target.
Yeah, definitely.
No fun part.
I'm on your side.
Does that look about right?
I wouldn't really put DPS markers on the back because those are the floating ones who move a lot. Just the melee ones that have a permanent position.
Sure. I was thinking me and Storm can start there at that spacing because, and of course, it's possible a pattern will mess that up and me and Storm will have to move. But if not, that allows us a sustained start. Does that seem like everybody else's experience like it could work? Or do we want to just start on one side and let the tank come in from the other side? Like everybody start on this side, tank comes in from the other side, takes them for the first knockback. Because the first knockback, I believe there's no pattern. Then the the AoEs come down after the first knockback. So
That's only 9 seconds though, so everyone should really get into position at the start.
okay. Well, Mali, they gotta know where they're gonna be. I think. Which healer wants to sit right up there behind him?
Me, because I'm less mobile than Moki.
Okay, cool. So about the intercedes. I'm sorry, not the intercedes, the leaps.
Yeah.
So, how many times in a row can that work?
We don't need
Or it's
to
gotta be
bother with
spots.
that. With phase 1, we'll just swap back and forth. Then in phase 2, just you'll have it up every time. Just run away. You have to get used to the timing for when to do it. It's right after he channels 2 things. That's about how often, and that your leap is back up. And you've seen him do 2 channels. You'll want to run 10 meters away so you can leap to him as soon as the red knockback shows up, Dorthos. It's in phase 2. In phase 1, we'll just swap back and forth every knockback. Because they happen too frequently in phase 1.
During phase 2.
What's that?
What direction do you want me to have him point
Oh.
during phase 2?
Face him towards the entrance.
Okay, so like where I am right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should never get knocked back unless you miss at the timing, which you might a few times, but it won't be a cooldown issue in phase 2.
Yeah, I'm also trying to set up a star parse timer for it, but we'll see if it works.
Well, what you can do is just every time it's off cooldown, start to run away, because then you'll definitely be able to leap, and not going to waste too much time away from him. And as you get used to the fight, you'll notice where you can stay in longer and where not.
Yep.
So phase 1, you're going to be facing him towards the entrance. Does that mean me and...
No, phase 2 towards entrance. Phase 1 is whichever side is clear.
Okay, so the range DPS will start on this side, and then we need to... Are we going to move to the other side, or are we just moving like right and left?
For which phase?
Phase 1, I'm just talking about...
Yeah, so I think we're going to line up right behind the triangle in that we had there in the beginning, kind of.
No, you can only have 3 people back there.
I saw a video, it looked kind of like this, and then if it doesn't work, you guys tell me.
Essentially, you're going to stand back here, and then when the circles drop, you're going to figure out where to go. So, because they only spawn certain places, they have a pattern. So they'll spawn maybe on the left-hand side, then you need to rotate right, so that you're not standing in bad. It just all depends on what comes down.
So we're...
For 4 out of the 7 patterns, range can be between about there and there, depending on which 2 it is.
Okay, so during phase 1, we're going to roam back and forth behind the boss over here.
But for 3 of the patterns, you have to be more over here.
Because
the fence.
5 of the 7 patterns is open here, but there may be knockbacks, so we can't be here if there's a knockback.
So Myrick and I will be running like over here, over to the other side if we need to.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a tight squeeze, so you need to make sure you don't overlap your circles, but that's the biggest thing. Like, grenades hurt more than the yellow or orange or whatever.
Grenades, if you overlap, because it's double damage, hurt a lot. So, yeah.
I think we can be about this close, Storm, so if we get squished up.
It's just when the circles touch each other, so the edges of the circles can overlap, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's just when they touch people.
So it's still the same as story mode, it's just as long as your circle doesn't touch anyone else.
Yep,
Not
and
even cutting.
ideally you'll have half of your circle inside yellow most of the time too, so that there's plenty of room for everyone else.
Okay, so see this setup? That should allow all circles not to be exploding on each other if we do it right. And I can be back a little further.
Question
I
regarding
think heal's
grenades.
closer to there.
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah, I
close.
think you're right. And the DPS back a little bit more as well.
I have a question regarding grenades. On that single pull that we did on Monday, I was still getting knocked up. Does that just happen?
It's always
when
going to happen.
it explodes? Okay. Thought so.
It's better to be knocked straight up than to be knocked in an angle towards something bad.
Right. Double damage plus yellow is bad. Super bad.
In this fight, getting knocked in almost any direction is bad.
Right.
And what are the, just in case when we get to this point, what are the when we have to push them both? It's master first to 9%, and then blaster to 9%, right?
Yes.
And so when we get to that phase, we need to be stacking. It's pretty late, but if we, whenever we get to that phase, we need to be stacking a little bit so that Tassil turns master and gives us like a...
The burn phase, DPS will all be right about there. One tank will be about there.
I think we're getting
and one tank about there. But yeah, that's burn phase.
Just keep it in our heads. Let's start getting some pulls in.
Dorthos, for phase 1, as soon as I get knocked back, you run to right where I was tanking and taunt, and then
Gotcha.
I'll run to where you were standing. We're going to start with him facing towards exit, and then if it looks like it's going to have yellow over there, I'll say entrance, and we'll turn towards entrance. When I say entrance, that means the boss is going to be facing towards entrance, so don't, for DPS, don't go to entrance side when you hear that. When I say exit, the boss is facing towards the exit side. So for DPS, it's the opposite call out, how you should think of it. Exit means exit is bad for DPS.
Did you guys ever have any like initial pull aggro issues, or do we need to be conservative here on the?
No, we'll be fine. Guard fascism, Dorthos. PTs tend to blow their load pretty hard at the start.
Especially hot PTs.
Should I go guard storm?
No.
Or you got it?
You could try guarding Myrick if you want. I don't think it's strictly necessary, but might as well.
Just offering. If you think it's best, I will.
Okay, let's start getting in some positions and get some pulls in. So a DPS back here behind us, and get Neb over here. Well, he's fine.
Before we start, what side are you starting on?
I'm starting on exit side.
No, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. My bad. Where are you standing, Undeska? You can stand on this.
I am
left?
right here.
Okay, I'll stand on the other side, then that's fine.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. On.
Does the knockback have a snare effect on it?
No, you actually get a speed boost when you get knocked back.
Interesting. Then I lagged out because I didn't get clear of the one that killed me.
Yeah, you want to run straight towards the other door, basically, so you're running parallel to the boss, not towards them, so that you're out of range of the knockback is your main
Okay.
priority.
So we're just basically taunting and running in a triangle, sort of.
Yep. I can run
Okay,
straight
gotcha.
towards them because force speed on top of the speed boost you get is pretty fast.
Yeah.
But for jugs, you do usually want to focus on getting outside the cone before getting close to the boss. And you can mad dash and stuff whenever that's off cooldown to speed you up. Just don't make a habit of using your leap so that it's always for when you're getting knocked. You want that knockback immunity from it.
Mm-hmm.
Storm, how was your circle compared to the healer in front of you? Were you guys really close, or was it good?
No, we were clear. That was fine.
Oh, and one thing that helps is be a little closer than you were to him, because that extra like 5 meters is 5 more meters you have to run, etc. You just don't want to be directly underneath him.
Mm-hmm. Just like on the edge of the box right there.
Yeah, like the edge of his foot, kind of.
Okay.
Alright, I didn't see if it said everyone was ready. Yep, okay, good. 3, 2, 1. It looked like he got thrown. I mistimed that.
That was just my bad for not understanding the circles.
Resume?
Stuck it.
We can get a lot of practice in. Or not. People stuck it.
Yeah.
Like for that rotation, you got like range DPS would be up there what Pepe is.
For this fight, I find it best if you keep going, even if 2 or 3 people die, just so that people get used to the yellow pattern. So that's what's going to take the most time right now. We're not actually
That's fine.
thinking about,
And
what we need to push.
that would have been the changeover to the entrance.
Yep.
Your mic volume went low again, Jess.
I don't understand why it's doing that. Is this better?
It sounds like you're just like sitting far away from it.
I'm just gonna put the mic in my mouth.
There you go.
It sounds fine to me, by the way. Every time they say it goes low, so I don't know what the issue is.
The quality definitely. It sounds like you're just sitting back from it. It might be a little bit more sensitive. You think?
Probably.
I turned you back up to 100 because when you compensated last time, it was pretty loud, but maybe it'll fix. Just want to be able to hear your beautiful voice.
My voice is awful.
Isn't everyone's?
Mostly.
Mostly.
Yep. My kids make fun of my voice all the time.
Oh, I was doing the aliens girl, not making fun of your voice.
Well, that's what I imagine I sound like, so.
Just because that's her famous line. She says mostly.
Might be a good fight to be able to make use of our face walks as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah, phase walk is really good.
Yeah, good idea.
You want to put it over by where like Dorthos is, kind of. So that you can use it when you've got to clear that big distance. Don't put them on top of each other. Keep in mind spacing where you put them.
Okay, so this time if some people die, we're just going to keep going, and that way we can see what's going on better.
Yeah, it's just gonna take a lot of like first-hand experience with the patterns, is my experience, for it to click with people. Because the picture is very confusing at first. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Bye.
One thing, Dorthos, if you imagine like a line going between the center of this square that's at the far end, you always want to be on the outside of that line, not towards the interior. That way you'll never hit the wall.
Yeah, I was just a little off on the angle.
We should be popping raid bows at the start too. Because then we can get them again for burn.
Yeah, for sure.
Myrick, did you
practice.
pull?
Yes, he did.
You know, I hit
I
my
guess-
reduced threat.
I guess that's what happens when you don't have a guard.
Yeah, didn't realize
Do I-
Sorks had such a strong opening. You had 15k threat.
Do I take his, like, some of his threat and add it to my own? Because I'll
Don't
pull if I
think
destroy
so.
damage.
You know, I used my threat drop, but I don't know. If it keeps happening, then I know that we'll have to soften it up a little.
Let's just have Ilska guard you, Dorthos guard fascism, and on guard storm. I think everyone's good. If no one says they're not, I'm gonna pull in 3, 2, 1. Try to prioritize having tanks at 100% before they get knocked back, because that does take a big hit. I had to use a cooldown not to die. Rotate to entrance. Dortho's body is back behind where the boss is right now, in that corner. Can't really get to him right now, but the pattern changes. Try to res him in the future when that happens. Alright, now we can stuck it.
Yeah, if the tanks are both down, then it's a good time to go ahead and stuck. Just watching Fastest and with his like 23k DPS to start. It was a sick opening.
Dude. That's insane.
He critted everything.
No, I had close and personal triggered. So it was just giving me tons of DPS.
Fucking 16k, bruh.
And I'm getting back into it. I haven't played PT in a long time. It's pretty much exactly the same. It hasn't changed that much.
Can I take about a 2-minute AFK?
Sure.
Yeah, same. I got a dog barking.
Right, everyone should take a few minutes then, so that we're not having cascading AFKs.
I've got my raid bucket and everything, so.
That's old school.
Yeah. No, it's got a mechanical lid though, so it's pretty high tech.
Yeah, but kids today don't even know what a raid bucket is.
I mean, I assume I know what it is, but it's kind of gross.
I mean, it's more gross to wear like a diaper, but whatever.
Do what you gotta do.
That's what you
I think he
prefer.
was expecting me to staple a sock or something. I'm not exactly sure, but do what you gotta do, man.
So yeah, that last pool, movement was better at the beginning, but then we got a little bit trapped by a circle. So we're gonna have to realize a little earlier that the traps are coming.
The easiest way for DPS to think about it is when I say entrance, there's two possible positions you need to go. When I say exit, there's also two possible positions. Instead of having to think about all of them, there's only two places that are safe for you. So you just need to look and see which one it is and get used to distinguishing which two are associated with each one. I believe on the picture's wording I have it written down which is which.
Yeah, I printed the pictures out here in front of me.
So picture calls it for entrance, there's a back left and top right. Oh, I wrote it. But and then for exit, there's top left and back right. Oh, they call top through is what the picture's doing. Yeah.
You're talking about the picture you posted?
Yeah, it's the same one that you posted, I think.
I was just copying yours.
When it says through, those are so like through right is associated with tank being at the entrance, and slight left is tank at entrance. So those two possible safe areas. That's the very middle one and the bottom right corner picture.
So both of those we can go towards exit a little bit.
Yep. It's just a matter of whether you're towards the wall or towards the far ledge. But it's really just memorizing these pictures to know whether you need to be by the ledge or by the wall.
Well, the DPS numbers are looking good, so it's just going to be a matter of staying alive and we'll be fine.
Good. The DPS numbers are good. 16k from a PT over here.
Well, if that was everybody, then I would say they're looking great.
Just out of curiosity, how far are you guys getting them down before shit hits fan?
Reliably 70.
It's not that far from going to phase 2. If we could stay alive just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Conservatively 75.
Phase 2 is Mickey Mouse years.
Yes, phase 2 is much simpler for everyone, except for tanks.
So as soon as phase 2 gets started, you want Blaster to punt you into one of the circles that's still up, right? Because it goes away.
No, you don't want Blaster to ever punt you as a jug. You can just always never get punted. That would be if you were going to take the knockbacks. Yeah, that's how you aim it. But Dorthos' goal should be to just never get punted.
Okay. How's that going so far, Dorthos?
Well, we haven't gotten to phase 2, so he hasn't gotten to practice his using.
Well, why not practice now? Just curious.
The timings are very different.
How long does it put you immune after a jump?
4 seconds. So basically you need to be 10 meters away by the time the telegraph shows up, the red lines, so that you can jump. Because it takes longer than the time the telegraph stays up for you to get 10 meters away from the boss. So that's going to be Dorthos' job, is getting that timing down. It's better to leave the boss too early and have a lot of, doing nothing out of range of him for all your attacks, basically. Dead time, than, missing that.
Yeah, because the tanks are doing like 2k DPS, which is, every little bit counts, but...
Oh no, every little bit doesn't count anymore here. Like the DPS check was like 7k or something, so if every DPS was doing 7k, the tanks could do nothing. And seriously, everyone's doing, over 10k, so tank DPS isn't, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, really, any time that Dorthos is back, it's not hurting us at all, as long as, aggro's being held properly.
Yeah. That's the tricky thing, is making sure you hold aggro.
After a few taunts, though, it's like starts to get built up, and you're able to hold it, though, correct?
If you spend too much time being 10 meters away, being uncomfortable about, that timing, you can lose aggro, but you've got a pretty generous margin. As long as you just wait for your jump to be off cooldown, that should be plenty of time close enough to hold aggro.
Mm-hmm.
And then use your saber reflect while you're 10 meters away, so that while he's shooting you, you're getting passive aggro there.
Yep.
And make sure you don't go more than 20 meters away while you're getting in position, because then he'll start doing his knockback laser shots at you.
So in later in this, when the shields pop up on Blaster, they swap to Master, and they come back on Blaster. The melee DPS, they always stay on Blaster?
The boss, it's a misconception. The boss always has a shield on him that does 90% damage reduction. So people confuse that with the shield. The shield really only comes up when they're doing the carpet bombing. DPS don't really need to worry about the shield swap.
Okay.
What we should do is just have ranged always be on the boss when he's down, and melee always be on Blaster until we start getting close to percentages, and then we can worry about having someone swap. But we don't even need to think about that right now. If we start getting to that point, I'll help you call out when people should swap.
All right. Everybody's here.
All right, is everyone guarded? Looks like it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there's a spot where if you get knocked back, you just run in place for like 4 seconds.
Wonder what got me there. Were me and Storm too close?
Okay, that was interesting.
Stuck it.
He only has the one move that's the knockback, right?
No, he's got 2. If you're like more than 20 meters away, he does a long range shot at you. If he's channeling that, you need to leap to him if you can, because if you get into melee range before he finishes, it won't actually knock you back.
Yeah, that's what
So-
hit me and killed me.
Is that what killed me? Because I got knocked back off the platform.
I doubt it unless you pulled aggro.
If you saw a yellow ball hurl towards you, then yes.
I think it was.
Because that is a single target thing, so he has to actually be targeting you. But if he did, then yeah. Are you like over 20 meters from him where you are?
Yes.
Yep, that would knock you off then.
As long as I don't pull aggro, then it doesn't matter though, right?
Correct.
I'm just not going to worry about it then.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Mortars going out. Tanks are staying in position. Two people blew each other up.
That was me.
Yeah, I ran the wrong direction. I ran in front of the blaster.
Tanks are staying where they are.
Couldn't get back.
You got lucky with the mine going off right when you were getting knocked back, so he didn't actually knock you back.
I noticed that.
Tanks rotating to entrance. DPS adjust. He's calling the boss. Everyone adjust to phase 2. Face him towards middle left entrance. By the way, when the boss lands, ranged want to switch over to him.
Our rotations when the circles spawn are pretty bad at the moment.
Yeah. So I was saying like when if ranged DPS they cannot stand in the back if there's only room for the triangle. Like you guys got to go up front somehow. Because you took over Neb's spot there, Myrick.
Yeah, I screwed him up.
Yeah, I'm just saying like just make sure you rotate up top if that happens.
It's better if you're in a spot where you're taking up other people's space. It's better for you to run through yellow and die if you don't make it than it is to try and stick it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it just takes some getting used to. This is seriously probably the hardest part of this fight. Just positioning.
I think you can step back a hair as well, Storm. Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Duck it.
Oscar, did you forget to guard Myrick?
Yeah. Ow.
Let's do this. Storm, Myrick, and Fascism, don't walk past the yellow line until you're guarded, just so that we always make sure you three are guarded.
We
Yeah,
repair droid.
now. I'll just make a habit to wait for him when we're running back.
Somebody throw a repair droid up.
Yeah, I can. Usually someone has Revan though. There it is.
Any of these guys.
What's so special about Revan?
He doesn't use a cooldown.
Oh.
I'll have to get that now.
Is that like a cartel market thing?
Yeah.
Of course.
I grabbed one of them when I like 2 mil on the GTN.
Damn. I think the lowest I saw it was like 30 mil, and that was before inflation got as bad as it is. They're like 100 mil now or more, right?
Yeah,
Oh, back in that day, they were just a couple $100K.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember
they're
when
cheap.
they were like cheap.
Are you sure that was Revan and not like Malgus?
It was Revan.
Wow.
yeah, they flooded the GTN for a while.
I don't think I was playing then at that time. I must have been on a
This was
break.
years ago because it's an original Hypercrate item.
Alright. Everyone's guarded. 3, 2, 1. Tanks are staying on exit. Tanks staying on exit.
That was my bad positioning again. Now I understand what you're saying, Cecile.
Yeah. Tanks are staying on exit. Calling the boss. Everyone get into phase 2. Dorthos, take him and turn him towards entrance. Here's the boss. All ranged on boss. So Pepe, you'll be like focus healing me, and Distracted will be focus healing Dorthos during phase 2. By the way, like you try not to heal anyone else really, except for like in between if you can spare it. Like it's gonna take 99% of your heals to keep us alive during that phase.
Yeah, our positioning was just messed up there, I think.
Well, it's progress.
Now we're seeing the carpet bomb phase.
During that phase, like I didn't actually see where you were, Pepe. I'll be towards the black squares and on the exit side of the room, and you want to be over near me. You don't stay by the boss anymore after phase 1 ends. Yep, and you just want to be sort of behind so that when I'm kiting, you can keep ahead. Somewhere between there, because I'll be kiting like between here and here, depending on if there's yellow circles, or I might go this way if there's yellow over there.
So basically, if you say exit, I'm probably looking entrance. If you say entrance, I'm probably looking exit.
Yeah, exit is the one with the force field still active, but I think
Sure.
during the op they both activate.
Yep, got it.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna set my phase walk. Okay.
Merrick, did you want to set your phase walk?
So for carpet bombs, since we're like getting to phase 2 often, with melee, we're off a blaster basically if it paints us, right?
Stay out of the red.
Right.
Yeah,
Do we
don't
go to
try to
that?
DPS at all during that because he's shielded, so there's no point in DPSing during that. Just
Okay.
focus on being in your spot. And as soon as the bombs fall, start running towards where the other spots are because it's not going to be the same spot that's safe. So you might as well start moving as soon as the bombs have fallen.
I'll
Yeah.
figure it out though.
Because there's like 3 safe spots depending on which one it is. So it's basically run into the bombs pretty much because those are probably going to be the next safe one as soon as they've fallen. Don't wait for the red to show up again.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Tanks are staying.
You think I'm tough? Where do you meet the boss?
Tanks are staying exit.
I was too close.
Lag spike.
Oh, you done it now. Here comes the boss. Bet right about now you're rethinking this whole plan of yours.
By the way, if you get knocked off the edge, you don't have a repair cost, so when you're trying to die, that's a nice way to die.
That's right. We got you.
It's alright, I have a mill guild repair funds. Perks of being an officer.
Never actually used guild funds for repair.
I mean, if they didn't want you to use it, they wouldn't give you the repair fund, so.
What else? What else are we gonna spend the money on? Like, I mean, I guess I could withdraw like 10 mil a week, but I think that would be not cool.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Unless, like, it says in the guild, description, take all the money out, or whatever.
Guard
Yeah.
me.
No.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Tanks rotate to entrance.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet the boss?
Nicely. Tank rotate to exit. He's calling the boss. Spin him around. Everyone to phase 2 positions.
Now, here comes the boss. Man, right about now, you're rethinking this whole plan of yours.
Storm, just bubble it. I meant barrier, not that bubble.
Okay. I was like, what did he say?
I've seen progress every run.
Yeah, that vote was pretty encouraging, actually.
That's right. We got you.
When you get good circles, it makes it a lot easier.
Especially if we don't have to move for the first circle.
Mm-hmm.
How far did you guys get the boss down?
I think it was like 40.
Do I have to call him small and big?
Blaster and Master.
MB droid.
Yeah, how far down was the master?
Master was like 100. I don't know.
Oh, he was still undamaged? Wow.
I mean,
Nah,
I'm sure he
it's
took
like
some,
80.
but
It's like 80 something. Maybe 90. Phase really just started.
Should okay, so in phase 2 positions, melee are still on blaster, right?
melee pretty much don't move for that. It's just healers and DPS that move.
I did have a circle that covered my spot, so I shifted right.
Yeah.
to
It's going to be safe on this side, so you can move, sort of reorientate yourself to his new legs.
This is the one.
New.
Psych.
Stuck it.
I'm not gonna blame anyone there.
It was definitely not a single person's fault.
My relics on CD. Let's talk about phase 2.
Yeah, I was just saying, you guys are basically in a line behind his legs when he's facing this way, sort of right now. You think of it that way? If you just sort of rotate that 90 degrees, that's sort of a good melee position for phase 2.
Can you use
If you imagine him facing this way, could. But I don't know the exact spot, so don't take these as exact.
Gospel.
But that
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll shift basically right next to where Jess is standing, and he'll shift over to that right one.
yeah.
Yeah, so when I did this a couple of weeks ago, that's exactly what happened, right? So you get the melee in the spot kind of right on his butt, right? And as the tanks are turning him clockwise and counterclockwise, you just kind of stay with the boss. You just kind of move around. You rotate clockwise and counterclockwise. Make sure to keep your side.
You don't need to do that in phase 1. We figured out that in phase 1 it's best for them to just sort of stay stationary. But in phase 2 you move like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry, just phase 2.
'Cause,
So
yeah.
basically, our initial positions are, I'll use tank markers. And then he moves, like, use heals to direct. Okay, whatever. Anyway.
Just sort of draw a line from his, in phase 2, sort of draw a line from his front feet to you and be behind him. And that should be almost spread out enough.
Yeah, which direction is he facing?
So he's going to be facing the entrance on phase 2.
The whole time. Okay.
Yep.
And here is not safe.
Where's here?
DPS marker.
I mean, it can be.
Yeah, it's relatively safe, but if you want to be extra safe, you can rotate a little. Yep.
Okay.
Alright, is everyone guarded? Looks like it.
Yep.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Tanks are staying on it. Nope, tanks rotate entrance. Tanks rotating to exit. Alright, stuck.
Sometimes you don't die if you jump off.
Yeah, if you jump off on your own, you can hit a ledge and then not die and just get teleported back up.
And then you get to pay your repairs.
Try to get a running start if you're trying to suicide, so you go over any ledges on them, because it's a slanted side, not straight down. There's probably like an invisible wall at a certain distance out that's like, oh, he got thrown, kill him. But I always try to get a running start.
Yeah, I was backing up because I was waiting for his punt, but
I think I would have forgot at that time, Storm, so thank you.
phase walks yet?
Oh yeah, I've used that now 2 or 3 times. That's like a very handy thing to have.
Yeah, it's really good for the tight squeeze ones to get across. All right, 3, 2, 1. Tanks are staying exit. Tank rotating entrance.
Okay.
Yeah, we had 3 of them kind of face towards the entrance when you said rotate towards the entrance.
Felt like there wasn't enough time. This probably will come with experience.
Yeah, but I see why there was yellow circles like everywhere else, so we needed to be on the towards the exit side.
Yeah, we needed to have already seen that the exit side circle was coming up, I guess. Because whatever exit or entrance, if the circle is coming up and we're on that side, we got to start moving, or we're gonna get punted.
Now that people are more used to the callouts, I'm going to shorten it to just entrance and exit so that it's quicker, so people can react faster.
Cool.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Entrance. Entrance.
Do stuck, no tanks.
Yep. Suck it now.
this whole plan of yours. Direct hit. That's right. We got you.
Might not look like it, but we're making progress.
It's feeling more stable every attempt, so it's definitely progress.
Phase ones.
You forget, Myrick, I am the kind of person that will grind out this boss for 6 hours if it means we make progress.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm crazy. I like raiding.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Operation Thunderhead dispatches go.
Entrance.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet the boss?
Exit. Calling the boss. Phase 2 positions.
Oh, you done it now. Here comes the boss.
Shift just. Okay.
Bet right about now you're rethinking this whole plan of yours. Destroy.
Can we get Dorthos out?
You thunderheads. No one takes all those Ravagers and lives. Destroy.
Must have just been the damage from the knockback attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
the
happened
damage
was,
will do about half your health. So you need to be full health every knockback.
yeah, when you left in, and I guess we were too close, and like we landed on each other,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you just exploded.
No, it says he killed me with the knockback attack.
He hurts a lot during second phase.
So, during the second phase, let's. I think the DPS is high enough. So, maybe Storm, you can put your bubble on Tasil on cooldown, and I'll put mine on Dorthos on cooldown. Is that feasible?
Sure, if it would help, absolutely.
Reduce their damage.
So in phase 2, it looked like that position wasn't gonna work because I'd be standing in yellow. So I needed to be more about like right here.
Okay.
I'm not sure where that leaves Just though.
I'll just move up. Not a big deal. Just tell me that you need more room.
Okay.
So remember, phase 2, we're going to be bubbling the tank on our side of the ops frame.
Yes.
Probably going to forget myself, but do my best.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Entrance.
Would you look at that? Didn't even need the balls.
He got booted as he jumped off the second time.
Yeah, I had to die twice. Probably time for Revan.
Yeah, let's just skip this fight. Let's go straight to Revan.
Revan's, I think, would be harder.
I mean the repair guy.
Dude, PT opener is insane. What the hell? I glance up at like how I'm doing and I just see you at like 20k. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's been a lot of randomness to the DPS. I mean, sometimes it's one of us, sometimes it's another.
Well, I think it depends on circles for you guys. Because if you get good circles, you guys are right up there too at 14k, right?
Yeah,
But when,
we're higher.
like, or higher, yeah. If you guys get bad circles, then like you guys are at like 11, 12. It just depends.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Pop raid buffs.
Shall we just call him Mulligan on that one?
Did you get knocked off?
You knocked into the wall twice.
You think I'm tough? Where do you meet the boss?
But yeah, I'd say all DPS have yank potential.
Stay in entrance. I mean exit. Jeez.
Are you hitting the electric wall a lot, Dorthus?
That one, yeah, but usually not.
Oh, okay.
I saw Isco pull and I just couldn't
Um,
get over fast enough to get in the right position.
Dorthos, come stand next to me for a second.
I'm not
Him-
using my drop reliably. So I'll
Well, that was
just-
the first time you pulled almost right off the bat.
Hmm. I'll work on it.
If you think of this square, Dorthos, as the squares in the corner of his littler one, you want to be on this side of the diagonal for this one. And then if we imagine this is the other side, you want to be on this side of the diagonal always of the corner one. And then you'll never hit the wall if you're on this side of the diagonal.
So just on the outside of the
or this side of the
45
diagonal.
degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're inside it just a little bit, you'll hit the wall. If you're right on it, you usually won't, but you can. So just be a little on the outer side. Relative to which side he's facing.
Let's make it a good pool. I've got everything up.
Pepe?
He's ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Entrance. You can run through yellow if you need to get back. Remember, as a tank, it'll do about 15% of your health, I think, per tick. So don't ban it for more than 3 ticks, which should be plenty of time to run straight through it. If you have Mad Dash, even better, because then you won't take any damage usually.
Yeah, I was gonna time a jump, but then I saw the grenade circle and I was like, oh shit, I better get around to the other side.
Jess, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Exit.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet the boss?
Yeah. Entrance. Try to res him. Calling the boss. Good time to res.
Oh, you've done it now. Here comes the boss.
And that dash just comes off cooldown.
Get out of the side storm.
Then right about now, you're rethinking this whole plan of yours. Direct hit.
Further right, Jess. Right there.
You thunderheads. No one takes all those Ravagers and lives. Destroy. Yeah. Dispatch those thunderheads, boss.
Got the carpet.
Let's start getting consistent carpets. That's what we need to do now.
That's right. We got you.
Nice. I'm supposed to get hit by a hurricane/tropical storm by Saturday, so that's good,
Hell yeah, dude. Who needs a house?
right? I have insurance. They'll just build me another one in 2 years before they get to me. You know.
Sweet. Brand new house.
Got that hotel lined up?
Yep. Got a friend in the hotel business.
Oh, nice.
One of my friends lives like right down in the or not the panhandle, whatever the tumor looking
Yeah.
part is. Like smack dab in the middle of Hurricane Central. And with the recent big one, she was just like, we'll be fine. I'm like, why? Who lives there? I don't understand. Just nonchalant, 120-mile-an-hour winds, sideways rain.
That's how I feel about
Boats flying
Miami, dude.
everywhere.
Like, why would
All right,
you ever?
let's get ready to pull.
You ready, Jess?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Operation Thunderhead dispatches go.
Entrance.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet
My
the
bad.
boss?
I must have had aggro because I got the yellow shot.
Mm-hmm.
I fell a little trapped, so I used the phase walk, and it was the wrong side.
Direct hit. Would you look at that? Didn't even need the boss.
I have one adrenal left, so let's down the boss here.
Is it a reusable?
No, I don't
Because
have
you only
any.
need one if it's reusable.
How much is a reusable adrenal?
Bunch of old
You-
mats. I don't know.
You get level 71, it's about I don't know, 500k, and if you get the level 75 one, it's I don't know, 4 or 5 million. But then you only need one.
They can only scale up to 70 in here, so there's no reason to use the higher level ones here.
But if it's reusable, you'll only ever have to buy one.
True.
I've never used an adrenal ever.
Wait, you don't use adrenals?
No.
Oh, you need to work on that big time. That's important
The
for
reusable
Nightmare.
one, yeah, you have to get biochem up to 700 on your character to do it, or 600 if you're just going to use the level 71. Which is
Tell you what, I'll stop by the GTN of my stronghold real quick and travel back. Is that okay?
Pepe's disconnected, so yeah.
Grab me
well,
somewhere.
What do you need? A legacy cargo
We're not-
droid?
we're
No,
not
I
having
need GTN.
we're not having any problem with DPS here.
Right, but this is we're doing this as a learning experience to prepare us for Nightmare, so it's really important that he's practicing that in his rotation.
Alright, what's this thing called? Attack
Pretty sure that was
adrenal?
rage quit.
I mean, I hope not.
So the gold one is the reusable one, right?
I'm like 70% sure it's a rage quit.
I mean, he has
Gold is
rage either.
reusable, yeah.
I don't know why you would rage quit.
You need biochem though to be able to use the reusable ones.
Oh.
It's because he was in
Okay.
Discord and then he left.
Is it only 1k crit rating? I thought it was like 10% crit. Bruh, these are ridiculous. 550k for 15 seconds?
Yep.
Yes, but it's over and over as long as do you have biochem 600?
No, this character does not have biochem.
That's like the only one that's worthwhile right now, unless you're like leveling or you're making augments.
If you don't have like a bunch of old recipes on the character from some other thing, I would definitely focus on getting biochem this week.
Okay.
And with all of the Java scrap, you can buy like you can buy the materials to get to 600 for like peanuts.
Yeah. Alright, I'll work on it. Yeah, I have archaeology, scavenging, and slicing on this character because I wanted all the flashpoint skips while I was leveling,
Yeah.
but I haven't leveled scavenging at all, so I can trash that.
Any healer want to come die over and over?
What happened
He's-
to Pepe?
Yeah, he just messaged me his PC has a blue screen.
Oh, fuck.
Just like what happened to me the other night.
Yeah, I think our movement has increased a ton for DPS.
Yeah.
So there's any given pool, the DPS will be able to do it. It may not be every pool, but any given pool will be okay. So he's trying to log back in.
How much is that fucking adrenal actually gonna give me? Like 1.5% crit mole?
Well, it breaks down to over like a 6.5 million parse on the dummy, for instance. It's as if you have an extra couple hundred crit for the entire thing. So during that first 15 seconds where it's going, you're gonna hit a ton. Which is coincidence that usually we're also hitting raid buffs at the same time. So instead of 100k first hit, you might get 125 or 35k first hit on whatever your biggest hit is.
Yeah, I don't hit anywhere near that high. Let's see. Largest hit 29,200. I don't know what you sorks are doing to be hitting 120k, but
It's pretty common that a thundering blast hits in the neighborhood of 75 to 100k, especially with the adrenal on. And then frequently about half that without the adrenal.
Yeah, so he didn't leave on purpose. He had a black screen of death. And Finn is going to come heal for us.
Funny is I've been using the wrong adrenal.
You've been using the healing adrenal?
No, I've been using the attack adrenal.
Alright, well at least you're not using the healing one, because that lowers your DPS.
That would be crazy. But I'm like, oh, why don't I have the crit adrenals? Oh, they're on the wrong character. So, hey, my DPS.
At least that one just doesn't do anything at all.
I'm so annoyed.
Imagine having healing adrenals on a power tech. Oof.
Hi, Finn.
Hello. I'm just grabbing gear and then I'll be off to Rishi.
Say, Myrick, you're standing in quite the precarious spot there. It'd be a shame if someone overloaded. He's AFK or something.
Finn, I'm gonna exit out. Just tell me when you want to summon.
Kill.
Sorry.
How's your night going, Finn?
I couldn't get a Revan meme group together and I'm sad, so I was watching Sparkles pretending to do Revan.
You were pretending or they were pretending?
I was pretending. I was watching them pretending to do Revan. I'm ready for our summons. If I don't do Revan 7 days a week, how am I supposed to live?
It's a fair question to be sure.
Well, Master Blaster is almost as fun.
I actually really like Master Blaster. It's fun.
It's healing intensive, which is why I like it. Like, you have to pay attention to your big heals, you know?
Do you guys do floater or everyone on one side or?
Can you float?
I can.
Yep, Finn floats like a bee and stings like a butterfly.
I need a fresh guard, please. I zoned out.
Is Neb healing?
No,
No.
it's solo healing.
Oh, yay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
That's better.
What the fuck, dude?
Then exit. Exit again. On the boss.
Taking him.
They're a bit
Bubbles
close
on
to my
tanks.
stride.
Right about now, you're rethinking this whole plan of yours. You thunderheads! No one takes all those Ravagers and lives. Yeah. Dispatch
Carpet.
those thunderheads, boss.
Outside. Inside.
Let's put them secondary systems to work.
Outside.
Direct hit. Destroy.
Oh,
It's a shame.
That was a good pull, guys.
Direct hit.
let's do that again.
That's right.
That was definitely progress.
First phase was like super clean.
Yeah.
Like real clean.
We're pro gamers in here.
Your hair.
Cathiel, does dark stability affect the knockback in Masterful? The deflection immunity?
No,
Alright.
because there's no stun.
Yeah, it says nothing about knockback. I was just wondering if it counted as a
The reason it works for like Revan or Mines is because those have a stun associated.
Any traits that should be helpful here?
I don't know anything about DPS.
Oh, just one thing. On carpet phase, I was forced way out of position. Just remember to like move up a little bit so people don't have to run all over the place.
Yeah, like don't stop when you get to your position. Keep going so that people can come in, move in, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Not good.
Ooh.
Just stuck it.
Would you look at that? Didn't even need the balls.
And there's everyone's favorite line in the game.
Oh yeah.
Kicking Freem's legs better. I spit on you.
At least it's a short run back.
Not like EC.
How it used to be? Yeah.
One thing I really miss about Lord of the Rings Online is that you could mute certain sounds.
I miss playing the cowbell to heal people. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Operation Dunderhead dispatches go.
Ooh.
All right. Who pulled?
That was
Myrick.
He was guarded too.
Their blaster is just one of the fights that aggro is like rough on in the beginning.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet the boss?
Took him forever to kill me.
Yeah, your threat wasn't like excessively high, so that
I use
probably
a
just
third
a
drop.
random.
Well, I had second highest threat somehow. I guess that could be part of it. It should have been just that pulled. So
I had a guard though. Did you have a guard?
yep.
That's weird. I also use my. I don't know. I use my echo dump too. I don't know.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Stain, exit. It's exit again. Comes the boss.
I need more space.
You thunderheads! No one takes all those Ravagers and lives! Direct hit!
I got him.
Yeah! Dispatch those thunderheads, boss!
Edges.
Let's put them secondary systems to work! Destroy! That's right. We got you.
So we gotta be careful. That carpet bombing phase is it generally nobody should die in that phase. I think.
The only person that really takes damage is the tank on Blaster.
Still, we're clearing up the first and second phases rather quick, so
So you've been working on this.
First time, really.
Very nice.
Carpet doesn't mean third phase, by the way. But yeah, pretty good progress. All right, 3, 2, 1. The entrance. The entrance.
Oh no, never mind.
Calling the boss. Need battle res, Dorothos.
Go down for 26. Thank you.
Game Blaster.
Okay, let's duck it and we get one more shot tonight, maybe. Depending on everybody's schedules.
You thunderheads! No one takes all those Ravagers and lives!
Oh wait, hang on.
Sorry, Wi-Fi girl. Give me a sec. She wants to talk.
Oh, you guys breaking up?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Hey, woman, I'm playing video games. Go make me Sammy. Thanks. Bye. I love you.
That's right. I fixed the oven today. At least she could do is cook on it. Don't tell her I said that though.
Shouldn't she be knitting or something?
Hey, crocheting's a lot better than knitting.
Yeah. Sewing, knitting, crocheting, they're all valid. Anything but interrupting a man playing video games, you know?
All right, I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Guarded.
Did someone taunt? 'Cause that seemed like it was shorter than 6 seconds.
Yeah, he was
One more
guarded.
try.
I did taunt, because he did go to me, but then, yeah.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet the boss? Would you look at that? Didn't even need the boss!
Yeah, that line's really fucking annoying. God.
It inspires you to do better.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't be inspired to be better because I'm always going to be garbage.
But it inspires you to try.
Should try to be recyclables. Yeah.
Who's not ready?
Let me get over there. All right, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. AoE taunt now? Entrance? Exit? Calling the boss? Everyone to phase 2 positions?
Right about now, you're rethinking this whole plan of yours.
Stupid.
Try to res her?
You thunderheads! No one takes all those Ravagers and lives. Direct hit!
I tried.
Yeah! Dispatch those thunderheads, boss! That's right! We got you!
I can probably do 1 or 2 more before I need to eat.
Can't you just eat while you're playing?
No.
Dude, you're supposed to have your raid feeding tube. Raid bucket, raid feeding tube. Raid beer hat.
Get sticky.
Part of being fully prepared.
Way.
I have my wife bring in a hamburger every
You go.
20 minutes. I just take a bite. You know.
Relationship goals.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Thunderhead dispatches go!
They exit.
You think I'm tough? When do you meet the boss?
Exit again. Calling the boss. Phase 2 positions.
Oh, you done it now. Here comes the boss. Man, right about now, you're rethinking this whole plan of yours. You thunderheads! No one takes all those Ravagers and lives.
Wait a second.
Yeah, dispatch those thunderheads, boss.
Inside.
Move all the way in.
Get out.
Edges.
Outside.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
okay.
on.
Them secondary systems to work.
Center.
Direct hit. Direct hit. Direct hit.
Yeah, it's really good progress.
Yeah, I think everyone basically gets it.
That's right. We
Yep.
got
Next week he dies.
Burn is easy. Just it's easy for everyone but the tanks, pretty much.
This whole fight's easy for everyone but the tanks.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Wait, so that little droid is Master?
Yep.
Yes.
Fuck?
Have you ever read of Mice and Men?
Yeah, I was like 12 though.
Yeah, it's. I think it's pretty much based off the.
Blaster's Lenny. He's
And-
big and dumb.
Yep.
Master's little and like manipulative or whatever.
Hmm.
I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Off to work on biochem.
Yeah.
Catch you guys later.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Night.